Welcome to another installment of Football Scientific Laser Focus. This week we're using this segment to break down the teams of the IFL and give a short team preview for each team. We're on our final four teams. Today we're going to talk about the Vegas Nighthawks from the Western Conference and the Quad City Steamwheelers from the Eastern Conference. In 2024, the Vegas Nighthawks had a huge breakout season, going 11-6 in the Western Conference. They upset the Bay Area Panthers and ended up in the Western Conference Finals, and they came up 2 points short of beating the Arizona Rattlers and going to the IFL National Championship game in their own stadium. Okay, this year they bring back quarterback Jerome Johnson, who's one of the top playmakers in the IFL as of last year. They bring back a host of other talented players. They probably have the most talented roster in the IFL this year. Will that mean anything? Well, as always, injuries play a big part in this. Also, Jerome Johnson plays a specific brand of football. He's a great runner. He's basically a running back at quarterback. He can throw the ball. He can throw it fairly decent sometimes, but he wants to run the ball. He's a fullback playing quarterback, okay? If I was going to beat the Vegas Nighthawks, I would force him to pass the ball. I'd contain him, put a spy in him, and force him to pass the ball. With that in mind, it seems like a bit of a template to beat the Vegas Nighthawks, very similar to the Quad City Steamwheelers 2 years ago when E.J. Hilliard played the same kind of offense. People started to play E.J. Hilliard and pushed him out of the league, okay? Next, the Quad City Steamwheelers last year had a down season. As I said, they had E.J. Hilliard for several years leading their offense, making them a machine, putting them in the IFL National Championship game as a Cinderella one year, where they came up 2 points short against the Northern Arizona Wranglers. This year they have a new quarterback, Daquan Neal. Last year they had a pocket pass. They had two pocket passers, and that tends to not work well in the IFL. You need a dual threat guy who can throw. Okay, Daquan Neal is that. Daquan Neal led the Bay Area Panthers last year and put them in a pretty good spot and gave them a chance to make the playoffs and make another run and try to go back-to-back for national championships, but they came up short. Without going into too more detail, because they have a lot of fluctuation in the roster, they have a strong defense. It's not the best defense in the Eastern Conference, but they have a strong defense. You need to be able to get a few stops a game. You want to win the game, and you got to be able to score points. They need Daquan Neal to take over that offense, add some running game to it. He needs to be able to run the ball and not get injured, and that's going to be another dimension they did not have last year with Erickson and whoever else they have playing quarterback, okay? So, will the Quad City Steelers become the East Coast Bay Area Panthers? We will see. Ugh.